Well, tomorrow SPS will be holding a public forum to discuss changing the mascot at North Central High School. They've been known as the Indians for decades, but just today, the state legislature did approve a ban on the use of Native American mascots and logos. And while some of you might be saying right now, what is the big deal? Well, I spoke with one young woman, a student at North Central, who told us exactly why now is the time for a change.
Back in the 1920s, the Indian mascot kind of came to be as a way to memorialize after the Indian Wars. From my perspective, it's kind of served as a way to keep my identity in a box. We have to consider the implications of the language regarding what we use here. When I hear the war whoops at the football games, or when leadership posts, come get your war paint at the basketball game, it's this unintentional, malicious behavior that occurs because we perpetuate the stereotypes. And I'm not saying that anyone who's opposed to this is a bad person or that they're trying to do harm, but harm is being done.
Yeah, what do you say to those people who say that they are trying to honor the Native American contributions and that fierce warrior persona that we might have of these Native American cultures?
I say that it makes it extremely difficult to validate my own identity when I'm constantly being shown images of what I should look like or how I should act. And it's really just this dehumanizing image that casts aside the struggles of Indigenous people today. Yes, I think a lot of people like to rely on this fact that, or on this idea that mascots honor Indigenous people. And I can tell you that I don't feel honored. The Spokane tribe doesn't feel honored. And so how can this be perpetuated when we are telling you it doesn't feel right?
This conversation dates back decades. Is there a part of you that is surprised that still in this day and age, this year, 2021, we're still having that same conversation?
I'm not surprised, no. I think that's a great point, though, when we talk about, if people are saying, what's the harm? Why do we have to change now? Well, this conversation has been happening for decades. So why has no change come? I hope that everyone can see that we want to have fun with a mascot. I think the alumni want to be able to have fun. I want to be able to have fun with something like a marmot. That's fun to be able to chant at a football game, And so if we can find something that makes everyone feel happy and recognize that we're not trying to erase our history, we're just trying to make sure that we can continue in a way that makes everyone feel safe. At North Central, we say, we are family always. And so how do we make sure that's true for every single person in the building?
So again, that public forum is happening tomorrow. The meeting will be on Zoom from 6:30 to 8 p.m. You can visit the SPS website to register for that meeting, to attend, or to give your public comment.